The science of winning. It's not complicated at Iowa Western. The third-ranked Reavers take NDSCS into the laboratory and Fright night at Lewis Central. The Titans hoping to dissect the Panthers. Abraham Lincoln feasting on some Rams. Or does Southeast Polk make Lynx fans want to scream? The Falcons out for blood as second-ranked St. Albert looks to bury the Big Red alive. From one execution to another, the Lewis Central volleyball team takes Shenandoah to the gallows. The Titans hang on. Halloween week at the BSZ. Scared yet?
This is Norm Johnson from the Food Service Department.
And I'm Julie Mendenhall from the Food Service Department.
The boss starts right now!
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to our spectacular edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. But seriously, folks, the Reavers close out their home schedule against the Wildcats. And once again, third-ranked Iowa Western makes it look easy, as once again, it's over at halftime. Halloween on ice, topped off by a Reaver, as third-ranked Iowa Western then carves up the Wildcats. Third play from scrimmage, NDSCS quarterback Josh Ansana picked off by David Jenkins. And a few plays later, Antoine Gilbert from 4 yards out, his first of 2 touchdowns, and the home team's on the board. Next possession, Reavers QB Connor Brevard zip line to Geronimo Allison. Gilbert again does the honors, and it's 14-0. The Iowa Western defense in lockdown mode. Intercepts Wildcats quarterback 7 times. Cody Polk out of thin air. And the freshman from Spirit Lakes darts in and out. 53 yards for the score, and it's 21-0 less than 10 minutes into the game. Former Nebraska defensive coordinator Kevin Cosgrove, now at New Mexico, checking out the talent. Second quarter, the Reavers march 88 yards in 10 plays. Kyle Stevenson untouched from 5 out, 28-0. The offense just rolling, racks up 590 total yards. Connor Brevard through traffic, 35-0 home team, 8:43 left in the second quarter. The North Dakota State College of Science, 163 total yards, look out, just 19 in the first half. Rocky Reaver on hand for a record-breaking second half as Danny Hamilton from Omaha West Side, a school record 6 field goals. The defense holds the visitors to -1 yard on the ground, and up top, not much better, Jamie Bird with the pick. As Iowa Western just kicks the Wildcats back to North Dakota 60-7. The Reavers win the regional championship.
Yeah, I felt, coming in, we had an opportunity, to put them away early on, and, proud the way our guys came out and got on them early.
Where was Connor Brevard at the beginning of the season? Where is he now?
I was still trying to figure everything out, decide what's kind of going on. But now I definitely have a great grasp of everything, the offense, a leadership position. And I really, think that I'm a lot better and a lot improved, and I'm ready to lead this team to a national championship.
Coming from Nevada, where the O-line is the number one core, the number one unit on the team. Coach Alt was big in making that known that the O-line is the most important unit. They're kind of like that here. Head Stroh says it, Lil Stroh says it, Coach Pike, running backs coach, Coach Woods, they all say it. If the O-line plays good, we all play good. And every game that we've played good, we've blown opponents out.
Tell me about that pick.
Defensive line got a lot of pressure, and he forced it up and bad throw and just came down with it. And a lot of lead blockers, so it was easy to take it to the house.
I feel like you guys are making plays behind the line of scrimmage and in the secondary.
Yeah, we practice plays, we watch film, we get tendencies, we just learn more and more about each offense, and we try to get that edge on them and try to make the plays in the backfield, try to intercept the ball, by reading our keys.
We got one more trophy to get.
What's it mean winning another plaque?
Well, 4 or 5 years. I mean, we got the Region 11 championship, so that's a credit to these kids, all the kids, the past, my staff, most of my staff's been with me. Kind of tells where our program's at, and we're happy to get the Region 11. We got one more next week that we want to get, and 3 out of the last 5 years in the Midwest Football Conference Championship we got a chance to get next week.
And the Reavers will have to do so on the road. So chalk up another plaque for Iowa Western. Just keep the hardware coming. Of course, the reigning national champs have their eyes on an even bigger prize. And how many times have we seen Iowa Western win it by halftime? I mean, in my humble opinion, the Reavers have just been so much better than everybody else. And once again, it's in the numbers. The defense sets the tone. Iowa Western 7 interceptions in the game, and NDSCS minus yardage on the ground. Quarterback Connor Brevard, another decent game. The sophomore 29 of 40, 297 yards. Geronimo Allison, big day. 13 grabs for 159 yards. The former Warrior from Westside, Danny Hamilton, 6 field goals and all 6 in the second half. The third-ranked Reavers now 9-1. Iowa Western closes out its regular season at DuPage next week. The Midwest Football Conference title's on the line. Now, the Reavers can only control what they can control, and that's next week on the road. The other stuff just got to take care of itself. Pretty much the same story for the Falcons. Second-ranked St. Albert busts through the Big Red, but first, a big one at LC when we come back.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
The Titans have been like a yo-yo this past season. Lose 3, win 3. Lose 2, so what's next? Lewis Central closes out the regular season with a lot on the line. LC says hello to Creston. Now the Titans lose, goodbye home playoff game. Lewis Central wins, it's a different deal. Here's IWTV student Austin Heinen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2013 Titans!
Senior night at Lewis Central. Titans take on Creston seeking a playoff berth. The Panthers face an early third down. Brandon Phillips connects to Max Walters for the first down. 3 minutes into the first quarter, visitors face another third down. Phillips, a screen pass to Trevor Frayne, good for 11 yards. Move the sticks into Titan territory. A few plays later, Creston tries to convert a fourth down. Frayne has it and gets it to the LC 28. Defense on their heels early. As a man would say, not so fast. Under 5.5 to go, Panthers try another fourth down conversion. The pass is tipped and intercepted by Ryan Scheidel. After a Titans 3 and out, Creston goes back at it and continues to roll. Adam Baker, who ran for the team high 73 yards, goes all the way to midfield. 2:24 left, Frayne runs it in from 20 yards to get the Panthers on the board first, 7-0. Couple plays into the drive, Simmons rolls out to find Lincoln Rodenberg to set up a first and goal at the 2. Very next play, Lewis Central cashes in. Austin Simmons ties it at 7-7. Into the second quarter, home team defense forces a 3-and-out by the help of a sack from Chris Thomas. 3:28 left in the quarter. Simmons throws a 16-yard strike to Kyle Larson to put LC on top, 14-7. 8 minutes left on third down for the Panthers. Phillips throws and is intercepted by Mitchell Brinkman. He takes this all the way back to the house, but
we have a flag on the field.
Titans would still keep the ball. 5:32 to go. Simmons runs for a 20-yard score, his second of the night. 21-7, boys in blue. Next Titan possession, Simmons looking for Larson again. He got him. Simmons had 2 passing touchdowns and 163 pass yards in the game. Panthers get a field goal to make it 28-10 at halftime. Into the third quarter, Big Blue stays strong. LC's defense allows only 51 total yards in the second half. Lewis Central seals the deal. Guess who? The junior quarterback Simmons scores his 3rd rushing touchdown. He also had 121 yards on the ground. The Titans trample Creston 38-10.
Well, we had a great week of practice, and our coaching staff just did an unbelievable job preparing, getting our kids ready to go, and our kids responded. They got some confidence there in the first quarter, and something that we really haven't had a lot of this year, and they realized that they played up to their potential, and the end result was what it was.
Oh, it's huge to win that game for the seniors. They really wanted to win that last parent night game or whatever, and want to have one more chance to come out here in front of these fans and play another game. So it's huge.
With this victory, Lewis Central clinches a home playoff game.
Well, there's so much riding on this game. We had, first of all, a senior night, which is emotional for all the seniors. And then, it was just a huge game for playoff reasons. We could be a 2 seed, or we could have been all the way down, we could have been out. So it was just a huge emotional roller coaster.
Well, we just told them, you know what, this could be their last game ever, and go out there and don't leave anything on the field. And kids responded with a lot of heart and a lot of passion, and we won, and and we played well, and we finally played well for 4 quarters, and that's something we can build on.
For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Austin Heinen.
Thanks, Austin. And then there's AL. The Lynx, like a broken record, back in the playoffs for the 6th straight season. However, this year, Justin Camrad and company have a shot at a home playoff game. But standing in the way, Southeast Polk. Here's IDub TV student Camille Kemmerer.
It's senior night at CB Stadium as AL takes on Southeast Polk. Lynx on the board right off the bat. Brandon Colpitt takes it 80 yards into the end zone. The senior carries the ball just 3 times for 121 yards and this touchdown. Lynx up 7-zip. The Rams respond in the second quarter with a 4-yard run by Nick Arnold, tying the game. Visitors moving the ball again. Caleb Paven struts down the sideline until he's finally brought down on the AL 48. Just a few plays later, Nick Arnold throws a strike to Tate Christensen. It's 14-7 Rams at the half. Personal foul on the sideline. Coach Camrad not looking too hot. Third quarter, Nick Arnold to Cody Heiler. Rams score 34 straight points to grab a 34-7 lead. As for the AL offense, Dylan Gardner, being Garner, the senior breaks 3 tackles and runs for 68 yards on the night. Fourth quarter, Diego Rocha with the last touchdown of the game. The Lynx fall short to the Rams, 34-14.
We had some big plays here and there, but just weren't able to put things together. And, they just made more plays than we did tonight.
I think we just didn't execute as well as we should have. There was a couple times the games could have gone either way, but we just didn't execute like we should have. It's sad, you know, don't play at home anymore, but we still got one more game, so gotta cherish it.
I don't want to play your last game at home like this, but you know, I've cherished some memories I've had here, and I really enjoy playing at CB Stadium.
You know, anytime it's senior night and this is the last time that you play at home is pretty difficult, you know, especially when you lose. To know this is the last time that you've played. They're going to take it hard right now. The good thing is we do have another game, and we'll get ready for that one.
AL finishes the regular season 5-4. Up next for the Lynx, they hit the road for the playoffs. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Camille Kammer.
Thanks, Camille. Now, what more can you say about Thomas Jefferson? The best laid plans of mice and men. Another rough season for TJ. I believe the word brutal comes to mind. Urbandale crushes TJ 72-0. The Jayhawks score on the game's first play, a 51-yard touchdown pass. And the Jackets D gives up around 300 yards on the ground. And talk about in shambles, Thomas Jefferson loses its last two games 88-0 and 72-0. And for the year, the defense gives up an average of over 52 points per game. I feel bad for the players, the coaches, and of course the fans. Thomas Jefferson ends another disappointing season at 1-8. Second season is here in high school volleyball. Lewis Central, ready, willing, and able. But next, the Falcons looking to land another undefeated regular season after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury, getting you back in the action. Jenny Ed Sports Med partners with Neb Ortho, giving you consistent one-on-one care from diagnosis to rehab. And since every injury an athlete is different, they've even developed a sports injury clinic specifically designed for athletes. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
What a year for St. Albert. The Falcons winning as usual, but it has been an unusual year. I mean, it hasn't always been about who's playing, but who's not playing. I don't think I've ever seen a team so crippled by injuries, but it's the tradition, it's the character of this program that has allowed St. Albert to not skip a beat. And the latest example? Here's IWTV student Aaron Zach.
It's senior night at Al Lieber Field. Undefeated Falcons looking to continue their winning streak heading into the playoffs. First and 10 at Missouri Valley's 30-yard line, sophomore Travis Miller to Eric Johnson. Touchdown St. Albert, 32 yards to make it 7-0. Big Red possession. Senior Tyler Larchick intercepts the ball, returns it all the way back for a pick six. Home team up 14-0 to end the first quarter. Second quarter, 3rd and 7 at Valley's 48-yard line. Senior Jacob Benjamin ran for 242 yards and 3 touchdowns, finds a big lane, 48-yard run, 21-0. 6:51 left in the first half. First and 10 at Big Red's 30. Freshman Elijah Finn with time, throws a beautiful pass to Larchick. St. Albert leads 28-0. The crowd, they are really enjoying their high-powered Falcons. Home team with possession again. First and 10 inside the red zone. Benjamin again. Jukes his way through the defenders. Rack up another touchdown for St. Albert, 35-0. Under 2 minutes to go. Home team in the red zone again. Guess who? That's right. Benjamin crosses the pylon, 42-0. 7.2 seconds until half. Miller to junior Cole McBride, 49-0. Missouri Valley goes on to score 2 touchdowns later in the second half. St. Albert wins big though, 49-14.
Yeah, it's nice, you know, you finish the season undefeated.
You get a big win at home here on senior night, and most impressively, it's the first game all season we got out of here without a single injury, so we're pretty happy right now.
Would you call this deja vu from last season?
No, it's a different year than last year. I mean, fortunately, you know, the outcome was the same. We finished 9-0 and put ourselves in a position to be at home in the playoffs. And now for us, the real season begins. So what happened tonight is wonderful. It'll last about 25 minutes till we get the Pella Christian film, and then we'll be on and get ready for next Wednesday.
Just trying to do the best for my team and go in there and play hard. That's about all I can give.
So what do you have to do yourself to prepare for next week's game and the playoffs from here on out?
You really got to, you know, focus, you know, in the school and on the practice field, and just, you know, keep your mind on the prize.
Yeah, it was a great team effort. We really came out here focused, and we wanted to get this one for the seniors. Credit to them. They're actually a really good ball team. They have a quarterback that can really throw the ball, and that's something we were focusing on this week in practice. He was able to throw the ball against us, but we really stiffened up there in the red zone a couple times, and overall I think we had a really good defensive game.
This victory extends the Falcons' district winning streak, which is the 7th longest in the state. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Aaron Zach.
Thanks, Aaron. So the Falcons cap off another unbeaten regular season by winning their 53rd straight district game. And the reward? Home playoff games, all the way to the Dome. In all, 32 teams qualify from each class. In Class 1A, unbeaten and second-ranked St. Albert hosts Pella Christian Wednesday night, October 30th. The Falcons have gone undefeated despite being riddled with injuries all year. Class 3A, Lewis Central home against a 7-2 team from Spencer. And as Austin Simmons goes, so goes the Titans. Abraham Lincoln hits the road to Ankeny. The second season is here, and 3 gets you to the Dome. Keeping it outside, from the gridiron, as they say, to the pitch. Just an easy pitch and catch for the #1 men's soccer team. And again, in all my years, I don't think I've ever seen a club be as dominant as the Reavers. Top-ranked Iowa Western waxes Scott 11-0 on Wednesday, October 23rd. Jordan Carver's club then carves up Iowa Lakes 1-0, winning by forfeit. Now, the way this season has gone, the Reavers they have to, in my opinion, make a run in the national tournament. They've been too good all year to do anything less. And like the Iowa Western football team in 2012, teams like this don't come around too often. The time is now for the Reavers men's soccer team. The ladies continue to perform at a high level as well. Third-ranked and former #1 Iowa Western sticks it to Scott 9-0, and then Brad Sylvie's club then sinks the Lakes 3-2. Now the Reavers, a Final Four team a year ago, are 15-2. Now I'm expecting a big finish from both the Iowa Western men's and women's soccer teams this season. I will never forget this moment last year. Everybody crying as St. Albert completes a stunning comeback and wins its first ever match at the state tournament. But what about this year on the other side?
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
What does the world have in store for you? It's all here. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
To me, the Lewis Central volleyball team is battle-tested. The Class 4A 12th-ranked Titans have been in some big matches, and they've won a few and lost a few. LC knocked off then Class 3A number 1 Carol Kemper in a 5-set thriller. That was an emotional evening. And then there's senior night, as seen through the eyes of photographer Eric Morrow. Senior night at Lewis Central. The Titans taking on the Phillies of Shenandoah. First set, the visitors, Heidi Fichter with the soft kill, but later on, LC's Reagan Coyle with the big K of her own. Next point, Megan Driver, one of her 9 kills. Set point, it's Brenna Jones, just gets it over, and the home team wins the first set, 25-18. Second set, Shenandoah regroups. It's Brenna Jones again, the sophomore. One of her 14 kills, Lewis Central's in front, but the Phillies stay close. Serena Parker finds the open court. But the Titans then come up with a big ace. And then, later on, Coyle again, one of her 9 kills, and the home team ties the match. Set point, it's Hannah Shea, just barely, and Lewis Central takes the second set 26-24. Third set, students getting into it. Now, after a rally, want to see a net violation? And it's point LC, as Lewis Central would take the set and the match, just killing the Phillies 25-19.
I just thought we knew we could beat them from the start, and we just kind of had some flukes, so we just kind of handled it and just came together at the end.
Well, 9-1 in Hawkeye 10, that's always pretty good. And we've had 15 losses, so we're 17-15. But the losses are to highly ranked teams. I mean, we've lost to the number 1 teams in 5A, 2, 3 in 5A, number 1 in 4A. We beat number 1 in 3A, lost to number 1 in 2A. So, I mean, we've played a lot of talented teams.
The Titans set for the playoffs as Lewis Central's back in action at home on Halloween night. So the high school volleyball regular season is in the net. Next up, who goes on and who goes home? Let the postseason begin. And check out the records. Lewis Central opens Class 4A Region 2 play Thursday night, Halloween, October 31st at LC. The Titans will serve it up against the winner of the Crestwood-Glenwood match. In Class 5A Region 2, AL, TJ hook up one more time on Halloween night as well. And in Class 2A Region 3, St. Albert home against Missouri Valley Tuesday night, October 29th. The semifinals will be played up on the hill Friday night, November 1st. It's playoff time in high school volleyball. Every serve, every set, every kill matters just a little bit more. And then there's 6th-ranked Iowa Western. The Reavers 4-0 down in Florida at the Hillsboro Invite. And Alicia Williams' club takes down 3 ranked teams. Look at those scores. Iowa Western now 38-3 and has won an amazing 28 in a row. And again, it's national tournament or bust for the Reavers. And you know the regular season is always good, but it's the second season, the postseason, the playoffs, it's even better. I mean, it's what you play for. So until next week, happy Halloween to all you ghosts and goblins out there. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and I'll see you around.